When you're grieving, the world can feel silent, and the house feels empty, and the nights are so long. But then a feather appears on your path. A song plays on the radio at just the right time. A stranger's smile feels like it was meant just for you. Are these coincidences? Or could they be whispers from heaven? Reminders that God is closer than we think. Grief makes everything feel louder. The ache, the silence, the memories that won't let go. And yet it also makes us pay attention in a new way. Before Logan's passing, I might have had dismissed certain things as random. A repeating number on a clock, a cloud shaped like a feather, or the unexpected kindness of a stranger. But after grief entered my life, I realized nothing is random when God is speaking. Our busy lives often blind us to these whispers. We rush through traffic, fold laundry, check our phones, and miss the quiet ways God is weaving comfort into every day. But when grief slows us down, we begin to notice the details, and those details hold meaning. There's a word for these moments, synchronicity. The world calls them coincidences, but in grief, I've come to see them as divine appointments. And for me, it was the exact song playing on the radio that Logan loved, right when I needed it. Feathers showing up in places they shouldn't have been, on hospital floors, in my truck, or at my front door. Rainbows on days when I was at my lowest. These weren't luck. They were reminders. They were God's way of saying, I see you, daughter. I see Logan. And I'm still here. And maybe you've had those too, little nudges that felt too personal, too timely to ignore. And when grief is loud, God often speaks in whispers. Not a booming voice, not a lightning bolt, but a gentle presence that shows up in our ordinary life. Scripture says in Isaiah 30:21, you will hear a voice behind you saying, this is the way, walk in it. Whenever you turn to the left or to the right. For me, that voice hasn't always been audible. It's been experiential. A peace in my chest when there shouldn't have been peace. A thought that came out of nowhere but felt like it came straight from God's heart. These whispers don't erase the grief. They don't take away the missing, but they remind us we're not abandoned in this. So how do we open ourselves to these divine whispers? One practice that's helped me is journaling. I write down the signs I see, the scriptures that stand out, the moments of comfort that come unexpectedly. And over time, patterns begin to emerge, and those patterns reveal God's fingerprints. Another practice is mindful observation. Something as simple as taking a walk, but asking God, what do you want me to notice today? And finally, silence. Our world is so noisy, but grief invites us into stillness. And in that stillness, we often hear what we couldn't before. When we begin to listen, the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Folding laundry becomes a moment to thank God for the memories that are still woven into those clothes. Seeing the sky reminds us of the promise of eternity. And even the simplest routines carry whispers of divine love. It doesn't mean we stop grieving. It means we learn to live with open eyes, ready to receive God's comfort in unexpected ways. So I want to ask you, what signs have you seen in your grief? Has a song, a feather, a rainbow, or even a stranger's words brought you comfort? Have you felt your loved one's presence in subtle, sacred ways? And share your story in the comments, because your whispers might be the encouragement someone else is desperately needing today. And friend, grief doesn't have to silence us. It can awaken us. And when we open our hearts to God's whispers, even the most ordinary days can become sacred ground. Reminders that heaven is near, our loved ones are remembered, and God is still weaving beauty through the pain. I'm Angela Frazier, learning to listen for God's whispers in the middle of my grief. May your eyes and heart be open to the sacred messages He is weaving into your everyday. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more faith-filled content, stories of hope, and Logan's legacy. And get your free devotional journal, Beauty in the Valley, inspired by Logan's journey home, at the link below. With love always, Angela and Logan. Bye.